Hello, welcome to World Celebrant Week. My name is Veronika Robinson. I'm the editor of the Celebrant magazine, co-founder and co-tutor at Heart-Led Ceremony Celebrant Training. But most importantly, I'm a celebrant. I've been officiating ceremonies since 1995. I've officiated ceremonies internationally and across all rites of passage. My first tip for choosing a celebrant is to choose one based on resonance rather than price. How do you feel when you're with that person? Or if you're just having a phone conversation, how did you feel when you got off that phone? So listen to your gut instinct. How do you feel when you're talking to the celebrant? Were they interested in you and your ceremony, or were they just talking about themselves? Think about whether you felt like you were heard. My second tip is to think about the way the celebrant communicated with you. A celebrant is a communicator, both when they're officiating, obviously, and also when they're writing your script, but also in their communications with you by phone or email. So when you speak to them on the phone, how does that feel? Or if you've written them an email, did they write back politely? Did they mention your name in the email? These things are really important because they give you a sense, a template, if you like, of what your relationship will be down the track. My third tip is really thinking about what the celebrant's job is. A celebrant's job is to meet your ceremony needs. What you may not be aware of is that a celebrant has two main roles. The first role is to give direction, and the other is to take direction. Sometimes a celebrant will know from experience that something just won't work, or it won't feel right, and it's important to trust that. But at the same time, it's your ceremony, so if there's something you want, it's important that you feel like you can say that. My fourth tip is about the celebrant's voice. Your first impression of a celebrant might be what they look like, particularly if you've met via Zoom. You've perhaps had email contact first, or maybe you've even seen them at another ceremony. But it's also important to think about what they sound like. Imagine there was somebody at your ceremony who couldn't see the celebrant, and all they could go on was what they heard. Does your celebrant have a voice that's pleasant to the ear? Or maybe it's a bit sharp or high or scratchy or whatever the case may be. It's really important for you that there is a comfort and a resonance when you hear that celebrant speaking. So ask yourself, do I like the celebrant's voice? Do I feel like it will hold my audience? My final tip is to really think about the levels of creativity that your potential celebrant has. This should shine through, again, on their website, on their social media. What you're looking for is a celebrant who can create something new and fresh for you. You don't want to have a ceremony that's like everybody else's ceremony. You might, of course, find things in other ceremonies that you like. It might be, a hand tying. It might be a particular ritual or a style, for example. But you want a celebrant who can just come to your ceremony like it's a blank page. Once you book a celebrant, their commitment to you shouldn't waver, and throughout your journey together, they will be working to create an amazing and fabulous ceremony for you. Wishing you all the best, and I hope you find the perfect celebrant for your day.